How to prevent a cascade of intervention is that path at the beginning. Which way will we go depends on the decisions we make early on, even going to an appointment. If we know that appointment could lead to an outcome that we don't want, and it's not based on trustful, respectful, kind clinical input, it could be very much a bullying culture, and if we're going to that, we can expect to get bullied. So better to go outside of that and find alternatives. How to speak up for ourselves when we're in the primal brain, in labour, it's difficult. So that's why writing things down before is very useful, telling your caregivers, telling your partner how to advocate for you. And probably role play is good, because partners are quite often in a situation where they're conflicted. They don't want to argue with the doctors or fight anybody, the midwife. They want to support their partner, but they're in that conflict. So preparation is key, and clarity about your wishes. Simple illustrations of how to negotiate, mediate, communicate can be, what if this, that and the other happen? Or what would it take for you to agree? Or we will let you know, not telling them a time. So we want to break your waters, we want to do the induction, we want to do the forceps or 1-2s, but the baby's not in absolute distress. Can we wait a bit longer? Instead of asking, telling, I will wait a bit longer and we will let you know if we decide on what we decide. Sometimes when it's all over, you've got the baby, you want to go home, you're in a hospital, and they're like, you can't go home until you've had this injection or that injection, for example vitamin K or something else, or we've got to inform social workers or paediatric staff. That's their needs. Your needs are mother and baby, family together, and leave. And nobody ever has to sign a self-responsibility, a waiver for leaving hospital. That's the hospital's responsibility. We have the freedom, get up. So often fear stops us from doing things. We may be afraid to leave the hospital with the baby, we may be afraid to say no to a rupture of membranes or an induction or some other intervention. So we have to look at that fear. Where does that come from? It's often a trigger from our childhood, and probably counselling is useful, but I think very simply, walk and talk. Yes, hypnobirthing is incredible, but walk and talk, be with ourselves with that one breath. Now, that's all it takes. So that one breath brings awareness. Whatever the situation is, we've always got time for one breath, to be curious and compassionate to ourselves, to look at our triggers, what's coming up, and allow it. Allow what we think is negative, allow anything to arise. If we're judging it, we allow the judging. We're aware of the judging, it becomes less. We're judging somebody else or fighting somebody else, we're aware of it, we allow it, it becomes less. One breath.